This is the sound of sadness. This sound is the void of the God of the mountain and land to let us know our loved ones all are dead.
27 social workers were kidnapped at gunpoint out of my camp.
All the time the newspapers say the Hispanic community, they're bad people. They steal, they are drug dealers. So we were living between two big rivers. So we were basically on our own, on an island. There is no place to grow.
Vang is about recent immigrant farmers, and we've done quite a few shows now and had different kinds of audiences. But a couple weeks ago, we did a show in Ottumwa, which is a town with a big meatpacking plant. And so we had lots of people who had worked with immigrants, taught ESL with them. But in the audience, there was also a student who had been in the army in Afghanistan. So she was a vet. And she came up to me after the show and she said, you might think it's a little odd that I relate to this play so well. She said, but I really do, because I came back from Afghanistan and I felt just like the Dutch woman in the play. I felt like I was between two worlds. I didn't really fit in Afghanistan, but when I came home, I didn't really fit in the United States anymore either. So that the play is really a metaphor for that in-between state that we all experience at one time of our lives or another.
We're not used to seeing the world outside our own from a different perspective. We see things from our own point of view, and that's just a natural part of human nature. But this gives some of the people who were in the audience a chance to look at what's going on from their neighbors, essentially, and trying to see things from their perspective and learning about their histories. I mean, when somebody immigrates to this country, they bring a long, detailed, and sometimes painful history with them. But when they arrive in Des Moines at the airport in the snow, on a snowy, January afternoon, they're starting fresh, and maybe the people who welcome them here don't really understand all that history that they're bringing with them. And this play gives your typical Iowan an opportunity to get to learn what these histories, some of them are like, and actually appreciate it. And maybe then when they're dealing with neighbors who have come from the Sudan or someplace else, maybe they'll be more open to listen and actually inquire and get to know those people more.
Look.
Come on now.
This is where they, so they are not bothered by flies. Sorry.
She is always going, busy, busy, busy.
Very busy, but we love it here. We really, really do.
Crops leap up. They're growing up to help people live. Now farming connects me here in America to my life in Sudan and my life in the refugee camp. Plant makes you look. You take a look, makes you feel so good. It grows good, so you feel good. You think how you're so happy. You don't think of anything else. Makes your mind so happy. It's the American dream. We really live the American dream.
Performing the play is a pretty humbling task. We've got to meet these families whose stories we tell, the actual people who the play is their actual words. These are photographs of their lives, and it's a really humbling experience to stand on stage, have these incredible pictures behind us while we are sharing these harrowing, courageous, heartbreaking, and heartwarming stories. In it, the acting task, our job is really not to perform, our job is not to portray, but more it can be as precise and specific as we can, and then hopefully we get out of the way, and then the audience connects the dots between Dennis's wonderful pictures and the interviews, like the answers these families gave to Mary.